how's it going, eh? Today I'm gonna tell you the story of that one time I played Destiny 2. I know I'm super late to the party, but I don't really understand party etiquette. I had no friends in high school, therefore no one wanted to invite me to parties, you know? But like I was saying, I loaded up the game, slapped start, and then picked the Titan class because I felt this sensation like it was calling to me. The game then presented me with two options for race, not including the humans, because let's face it, no one would take a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity like this to select a mere mortal. So with that out of the way, we have it narrowed down to playing either as the Goth Club or the Autobots. Or maybe Decepticons? No, this definitely looks like Bumblebee. It was tough to decide, but I was sold on becoming Will Smith's best friend from iRobot. After selecting my character, the game then throws me into a cutscene where a Moonlander reenacts the opening scene from Halo 3, in which Master Chief yeets himself out of a spaceship and crashes on the nearby planet. We get a cut where, oh that's cute, the astronaut is helping the other astronaut stuff his lunch bag into his backpack before he goes off to school. I bet they're best buddies. They set off into the sunset and, oops, watch your step there, John, you almost just got folded by some loose dirt. The narrator from Lord of the Rings starts talking about destiny and how some evil dust is coming for us. I am awakened by a robot from that other Bungie game that committed a hate crime. He tells me that I'm a zombie and that he is a ghost and it's time to go scare some children. But before that, I have to jump with joy that I'm alive. Yippee! Oh, there seems to be a side effect from being summoned from the dead. I think my hands got a little too reincarnated, if you know what I mean. So it's time for me to make my way through Chernobyl, but first, he needs to find me a weapon. Oh look, a bunch of aliens having a wall climbing session in the dark. Oh look, a gun. Two hosers tried to jump scare me, but unlucky for them, I reached Masters in Apex Legends, so I know how to shoot a weapon. With a Mastiff in my hands and the skills of a gamer, I went for some epic slide shots to put in my portfolio to show off to all the big gaming orgs so I can get signed as a content creator for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I think my game might have experienced some Bethesda syndrome here and for some reason had two other players in what I thought was a tutorial. There was a giant Chad Beetle that I don't think was supposed to be there. He rocked my world. I went Super Saiyan and tried to get revenge, gave up, and started doing the objective. I finally figured out where I was actually supposed to go, and I was on my way. I found some guy. He told me not to gear up, but I said that I could gear up, to which he said, "You're not that guy, pal." But then Casper, the friendly ghost, which kinda looks like a Starbit from Super Mario Galaxy, said, "Friends are stronger together," to which he immediately responded with, "Okay, then gear up, step bro." I did indeed gear up, and I was presented with a wingman that came with its own purple heavy mag. No boosted loader though. With a wingman and Mastiff in my hands, I felt that I was destined to become a TTV Wraith. I began working on my 20 kill badge. I went to hack the console because this is Destiny 2. I found a brute chopper and took it for a spin to a nearby objective. I wanted to inspect the power unit, but I could not figure out what button would possibly dismount me from this Tron scooter. You'd think it'd be the same button you used to get on the thing, but it was the jump button. So anyways, I inspected the power unit, but then I was told I'd need to reach level 3 in power unit inspecting in order to inspect the alpha male power unit. I went to clear some areas, played some basketball alone, and finally I was able to disable the paywall and continue in the mission. I managed to get my ride inside after circumventing the high-level anti-vehicle defenses and proceeded to abuse the awesome damage and tankiness of the bicycle. I then witnessed a murder and apologized for not being strong enough to one-tap the boss. The game teleported me into a locked room, essentially forcing me to learn how to fast travel. I have no idea if this was intentional or not, but I approve. This handsome man finally shows his face like the coward he is. Or maybe isn't? I buy a bunch of bounties, get revenge on the stupid beetle that killed me earlier. Oh wow, I actually killed him. And he dropped a chest. I raid the home of a bunch of balls where I find an even bigger ball that when killed allows me to open a Dorito. This Dorito gives me a bunch of ice cubes and an RPG. I then return to the steps, The steeps? The steppes. So I can report back to Shaun. He accepts my apology for not saving his friend and gives me a free DMR. This must be that famous American hospitality that I'm always hearing about. I then stopped a pagan summoning ritual, fired my Spartan laser at a wizard, and then watched a fancy antenna unfold while fighting off a bunch of enemies. Han Solo decided to be a hero and go fight the boss alone to prevent anyone else from dying. But of course, I'm the main character, and nobody tells me what to do. Time is of the essence. I now need to quickly find a key card to access the area he is into to save him. But first, I did a group event because the contract I had purchased required me to do so. Ironically, the guy I'm saving sold me this contract, so legally it's his fault. I grabbed a power-up, cleared out this area and that area, but also another area, and started collecting some flying orbs to charge my house keys. Got distracted by another group activity, which actually worked out great because I stole some dude's ride to get around faster. I once again intelligently bypassed the security systems of the alien base. I guess not. Finally able to confront this big bad boss, and died due to my lack of situational awareness. But on my second try, I managed to make her run away. I did CPR on some floating scrap metal, and out popped a familiar face. Ah, yes, the superconductor. The thing I totally knew I needed for something. Hey, look, I can see my house from up here.